G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranterntiy. Last time round, we fought an ogre and a bunch of elves, for reasons that I don't think was that well explained. I guess that ogre had been bought as a slave and didn't really like it, and the elves blamed us when that ogre tried to escape. So here we have fancy new a fancy new saber. So does corrode and slash damage and infects them with maggots once per rest. Alright, so it gives you a bunch of spell effects. Okay, that could be interesting. This saber belonged to the first mate of the Hangman's Bounty, a notorious pirate ship that roamed the Deadfire archipelago 3 centuries ago. Legend has it the crew seized the slave galley and after killing the masters decided to sell the slaves at the next port. One of the slaves, an elderly man with a scarred face and beady black eyes, came forward and demanded he and his fellows be set free. The pirates laughed and refused him, but the old slave persisted. He warned them of terrible plagues and punishments waiting them, yet still they refused. When he raised his voice in anger, the first mate drew her saber and ran him through. Putrid green bile poured from the wound, running upward along the sword while the sailors watched in horror. The corruption spread from the dying slave's chest to the first mate's saber and arm, filling her veins with venom and her flesh with squirming maggots. The rest of the crew drove the ship aground and fled, leaving the slaves to flee and the first mate to rot next to her tainted blade. So that does more damage than this, but it's less valuable. So, I mean, I don't think I will use it, actually. I am just using value as a yardstick here for whether or not it's worth anything. Yes, you can use that. Did that increase any defenses? No. Yep, that increased his defenses. Yeah. Therefore, justified. Kinda wish... Oh, Landslide, Shrine of Galawain, and Woodcutter's Grove. Cool.
Good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Hello, what are you? Stones strangely warm to the touch, and they've got some runes, some of which look like names. Wait a sec, I said everyone.
Don't fear for me, Watcher. I may be large, but walking the coals has made me light on my feet.
As you walk toward the frozen pond, a figure appears through the mist, kneeling down next to a hole in the ice. The figure picks up a large chest and throws it in the water without hesitation. The figure looks around. You glimpse a face you've seen before. Quetzalcoatl, one of Laughter's acolytes, pulls a hood over his head and throws a leather bag over his shoulder. Without looking back, he walks away in the direction of Starwood Village. Regrets worth trading. Hey, why did you do that? Thank you very much. The cloudy water is visible through a large hole cut through the thick ice. It's larger than the fishing hole, wider than a broadset amur. Stirred, the surface of the water laps against the layered ice. You reach out to test the water. It nips at your fingers with every ripple, quickly numbing your hand after a few seconds. Look through the water to the bottom of the pond. The water swirls and silty, nearly opaque. Focusing, you glimpse the bottom, gradually making out shapes of the blur. You're convinced that several objects lie at the bottom. Inspect the area. You carefully inspect your surroundings. Animal tracks are plentiful, but what appear to be the footprints of kith are also present near the hole. Looking closer into the hole, you notice a jagged ring of frost adhering to its walls. It has been rebroken, perhaps more than once. Okay, dive in and search the bottom of the pond. Cast Bulwark against the elements before diving in. Have Aloth cast Bulwark against the elements. Aloth begins to draw energy out of the ether and into a grimoire. There's a sudden flash of light from the open page, and you're bathed in a protective aura. You dip your hand into the water. You can feel its ripples climbing against your skin, but you notice no change in temperature, as if the water itself had become lukewarm. The cold, it seems, is no longer a threat. So let us then Dive in. You dive into the water. The turbulent darkness engulfs you, but its embrace feels almost warm and welcoming. Occasionally a cold shiver runs through your limbs, but the protection offered by the pond lets you swim with ease to the bottom of it. You directly below the hole, at the very bottom, you find heavy objects made of wood and metal. The chests are small but heavy. You start to bring them up to the surface, one by one, struggling to carry their weight through the water. After heroic effort, you come out of the frozen pond. You let a few minutes pass to recover from your ordeal, then you're ready to inspect your findings. The chests are marked with symbols of Andra. You grab one of them and pry its lid open to reveal its contents. Instead, all you see are rocks. You shake the surprise off and grab another chest. The same result greets you after opening it. More rocks and nothing of value. Something is surely amiss. As proof of your findings, you take one of the empty chests with you. Yep, they are, in fact, screwing everyone over. And just taking people's stuff. And then, I assume, selling it elsewhere. So we get all of these bits. We can't get the camping supplies. That's fine. Ooh. Red Cannon Marksman and Mercenary. And a cage. I guess they're the people that sold the ogre. And here's
Don't see many
Defala.
on these roads, and the few you do are hunters, woodcutters, or smugglers.
She cocks an eyebrow at you and gives you a half smile. She holds herself with confident grace, a conspicuous holster slung over one hip. Beyond her is a wagon loaded with supplies. Manacles dangle from one end. Which are you, hunter, woodcutter, or smuggler? The high, clear peal of her laughter ring across the snowy
I
plain.
suppose you could say I'm a hunter.
Her finger drums the tool leather of her holster.
I'm looking for a fugitive from Raid Saris, an indentured servant, and a wanted criminal.
The smile disappears from her face like a candle flame snuffed by the wind. She watches you through humorless eyes. What exactly is he wanted
Besides
for?
breaking his indenture, he slew his master's 13-year-old son, killed the boy before he fled.
I see. Can't blame a man for seeking his freedom. I'm with
I
Aleph.
figured that might be the case. Trouble is, I can't let you warn him. But don't worry, I got other uses for you.
She draws her pistol.
You've got quick hands. I know a carpenter who'd put them to good use.
Defala and her compatriots rush at you. And because it forces you to initiate a conversation, that is what we have happen. You can get hit. Hey, you. Can you just grab me this marksman? And you, can you rush him? Actually, can you grab me this marksman? And can you, instead, into the fray this guy? Let's see, what else do we have? I'm ranged, yeah, I'm hitting her. And I can turn invisible, which I might actually, let's do this. Let's turn invisible. Oh, I can do that at the same time. Okay. Let's in fact see how this works. We'll do both of them. And you... We'll leave that for the moment, but we'll see how we go. Good, we got ourselves a marksman. Now, Aleph, can you bunch them all up? If they're going to be like that.
Just say the word. Tell me.
Okay, now, Durance, drop a rock on them. Aleph, hit them with magic. Durance, can you drop another rock? And Aleph. Now you, can you keep fighting?
I'm here.
Why am I not doing anything? Literally just did nothing as a result of that. Right, that's less than helpful. Right. Okay, that works, I guess, but you run up and hit him. You are not even attacking anyone now. Aleph. Hit him with fire. Also, Arcane Veil. So now you... Can you just actually do this? And then hit him. Okay. $127 damage just then. Really? I do not seem to be doing very much damage, even as a, like, flanker. You guys all kill this one. Really? For realsies?
Yeah.
Like, can you... Really? Sometimes this game does really weird things with, like, people's ability to attack. Aloth, get behind this thing, please. You go and attack them. I mean, also, why does he do nothing? Seriously, what the hell is with the pathfinding here? How does that pathfinding do anything? Ah, God, its pathfinding is so wonky at times. Alright, I'll take the stuff.
Nice and quiet.
But I really do not get what happened with that pathfinding in that fight. Like, points where you just couldn't have multiple people attacking someone up against a cart, even though it really looked like there should have been space. And then is this just going to be junk fights for the rest of it? Teeth marks, deer bone suggests a large predator. Oh, hi there, ice beetles. That's a lot of beetles. Oh, I should finish leveling people up. You, let's give you more athletics or survival. Let's do the survival thing. Bonus knockdown seems helpful to me. Yeah. Unless, if we can get him more defensive things. So this increases the number of people he can engage. That sounds great. This increases his fortitude defense by a fair amount, actually. This makes him harder to charm. This increases his reflex save. Is there one for deflection? Here we go. Superior deflection. Increases deflection by 5. Let's do that one. Let us make him more tanky.
Yeah.
Ice beetle.
I'm on it.
I thought that might be the case.
Just say the word.
Okay, Alaf, no, you. Take this one, please. Okay, great. Now, attack this. You guys all go to melee weapons, thank you. You... Oh, this definitely doesn't hit friends, does it? Interesting. Are you attacking someone? Are you attacking someone? Yes, you're attacking this. And you're attacking this young ice beetle. I definitely need to do something about the damage. Oh wow, look at that. It just like... You guys hit that. In fact, you go barbarian blow on this. Okay, various people should start moving back to ranged weapons. Can you do slashing blade? Right, oh, and you swap back to ranged. You can swap back to ranged. You can swap back to ranged. And you can swap back to ranged.
Just say the word.
And then you can die. Okay, there we go. We've killed the ice beetles. Were they the large predator? Who knows? Let's continue to just quickly check through these places. Oh, hey, you. Grey-white fur? Nope, definitely not the large predator then. Of which it referred. That looks like a dying winter wolf. This wolf lies in the snow, panting with exhaustion and pain. An arrow has pierced its foreleg, jutting gruesomely from the animal's flank. The wolf growls softly as you approach, tail between the legs. Examine the wound. The wolf appears to have crossed the hunter's path. A silver arrow juts from the wolf's right foreleg, embedded a short distance into the limb. Even so, you suspect trying to remove the arrow without knowledge and care could provoke further injury. Leave it alone. Okay, so field triage would help. Stealth or survival. I think if I don't have anything in particular for them, generally I'm just going to pick stealth. What does she have here? Going between, ally takes on the form of a spirit. Movement's increased and they are harder to hit. Interesting. This one is wild leech. It steals enemy stats. Pain block gives you a damage reduction and more endurance. And this one does what? It drains a portion of enemy damage reduction and gives it to her. I think we'll use that one. And so she can do Psychic Backlash, which once per encounter stuns an enemy when they... Oh no, it's a passive ability and once per encounter when someone targets her will defense. I don't know that that's actually that useful. Veteran's Recovery gives her the ability to... just basically means she slowly regenerates. That's an interesting one. This would give her some magic missiles. Utility. If I give her field triage, can we use it? I think it would be helpful to have anyway. So let's try that. Worst case scenarios we respec. Examine the wound. Field triage is not something I can use. That's really annoying, actually. It's funny how sometimes it'll go, hey, no, you can totally have your friend use that. And sometimes it'll go, nope, this must be owned by the character. So interdiction is condemns priest foe, dazing enemies once per encounter. This is aggrandizing radiance, so it basically changes the nature of his radiance. And this is inspiring radiance, which gives an accuracy bonus as well. Or we could get an extra spell per day. Okay. So here, I think interdiction is quite useful. The stun effect is something I think that could be quite handy. It gives him more of a controller kind of role.
Ooh, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
I wonder if I can find anything useful for dealing with the dog. Ice blights. Frickin' things.
Yeah.
I thought that might happen.
Lead the way.
Okay, they're immune to that.
That's not very helpful.
Alright, Aloth. Alright, you, firstly. Silent Scream, raw damage to all enemies within. Okay. And then, thirdly, you. Alright, that kind of worked, except I think I may have also wounded a lot of my guys with it. My bad. You... Interdiction. Ah, sorry. Have a little friendly cat that is trying to be helpful and failing. Okay, now. Where am I? I'm there. Well, that's a greater ice blight. Okay, you guys, kill that. You, can you just try this one more time? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Aloth, can you second win, please? No, let's not bother with that. Let's just have you... Can you just... I mean, you do need to keep attacking, right? Everyone is after Aloth now. So Aloth, Oh, Durance also fell down. I think we're gonna camp after this. Hey, I said attack! Really? Crucible of the Soul. Come on, you two, kill the Blight. This is untyped damage, so...
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Also, can you knock this down? Nope. Can you punch it? So it just have really high damage reduction. Problem is it's not like it's telling me it's immune and it's taking it's taking 0 crush damage, I think it's just a matter of the amount of damage that I can do. And can you second wind? Okay, thank you. And yeah, you can't even do that. And you've done no damage, so you can't actually do anything with this. So if I try and back up. And yeah, like, I just can't hit this for anything. Okay, so that worked. I just need a deer to live. And a deer's kind of in a good spot for that. Okay, I say, is it then immediately... No, 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 attack.
Hey. Varanthus!
Yeah, so it's just got a high damage reduction, I guess. Come on. This has to... Yeah, it's near death. Come on. Just, please. Finally. And Swollen Eye. Yep.
Just say the word.
So who leveled? Ah. Okay, so let's see. She has a lot of athletics and some survival. And I kind of feel like that's a good choice. So we will also grab some more survival. Stalwart Defense does what? It's once per encounter. She gets a bonus to all defenses. Modifies Savage Defense to do that. Right, so it makes it better. Yeah. It's that or this. I mean, this actually seems really helpful. Just as a passive thing, you slowly get endurance back. Not much, but like 2 endurance a second isn't much. I'm gonna get it and see how it goes. Okay, so now we will take this stuff and we will look around here and we'll probably rest and or head back. No, we'll rest and then next time we'll clear out this map and head back to the village. What's this place? Russetwood Crater. Huh. It does seem to have very straight edges. Alrighty. Until next time, have a great day. Bye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button, just in case you need it.